Yes, yes.
Okay. Just so you know, guys.
All right. Let's see. Last session, especially to catch up Rowan, you guys entered the Witchlight Carnival after waiting in line for several hours. Some antics ensued inside the line. Feelings were hurt. Enemies were made. And then you finally broke into the Witchlight Carnival. Rav took up the task of babysitting the children, while Rethni searched for a cure to lycanthropy, or something of the sort, but didn't really. And Isaiah and Fel went off on their own, looking for the laughing demons.
And having fun along the way.
After multiple bits of subterfuge, meeting up and deceiving, the breaking mirrors, watching shows, getting a little sussed out, following people, all the sort of stuff that happens in any normal carnival. Finally, you were led towards Madame L'Oreal's tent. After which, Fel and Isaiah discovered, listening in to the conversation between Mr. Light and Madame L'Oreal, as she addresses you all and tells you to go get your friends. Before we go there, though, however, Ravafina, you have a little bit of carnival time that you missed out on.
Beat my tubs. Hold on.
You got time. Eat your Tums.
Where you have to keep repeatedly moving it.
Oh, wow. I hate that.
Please, God,
Okay.
make it in.
She's gone. A little bit of grit in my teeth, but
Easy.
So, you have a little bit of carnival time before all of this happens, where
that's
You
my
are-
2 adopted kids.
you are sacked with 2 children, but you've tuckered them out enough that if you really wanted to drag them to a certain carnival escapade that you wanted to visit, you certainly could. If you look in Concordis World Build, there will be a map of the Witchlight Carnival. Just tell me where you'd like to go. You and the children have bounced around between the Bubble Pop Teapot and Pixie Kingdom probably about 5 times now, as they keep making you go back and forth. Well, the littlest child keeps making you go back and forth.
I'll be so honest. There's probably not a whole lot that Rav is wanting to do if entrusting Rethni to figure out the cure stuff. Not really running into anybody, getting any heads up on if anything's gone down. I don't think Rav is too
I don't think he was doing
concerned about
crap.
anything.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, you have your choice between going to any of the spots of interest on there, or you could tell me if you're looking for something specific, if you're looking to shop, if you're looking to get food, if you're looking to get information. Practically, you could just tell me what you want to do with your time here just before you're called over.
I guess let's go to snail racing.
You want to go to snail racing?
Yep.
Okay. You slowly approach as you're looking for something that's just not Pixie Kingdom or Bubble Pop Teapot to give you a break. And the closest thing you see, the snail racing. As you go towards it, you realize that the snails that are racing are almost the size of a dog. and people are betting on them. Like, this is, you'd think children are watching snails race. No, these are full-grown adults waving around little bits of paper and coin and yelling out as a snail slowly overtakes another. As you approach, the final lap ends, and congratulations, one of the snails won. It's the one with the blue shell.
I'm gonna bet on blue shell.
Blue shell, blue shell.
Always bet on blue shell.
Always bet on blue shell. There's a blue shell, there's a red shell, there's a green, an orange, a yellow.
Yeah, the green shell's from Mars and the blue shell's from Earth.
Yeah, and the black shell is from the Reach.
Yeah, so true.
This is a fucking deep cut. What the fuck?
My favorite DC superheroes are blue snail and green snail and red snail.
Well, black snail is a villain. Green snail is kind of a villain, but it's not his fault.
Green snail's misunderstood, man.
He's just being controlled by his shell.
Mm-hmm.
Blue snail is actually a slug until his shell was put on him and rebooted.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, guys.
There's all
There's gonna be a new
lore for
movie
the
made about it.
snails. Yeah, there's
This
a
is
live
all
action
canon
movie.
in Concordis.
Mhm.
There's a live action movie being produced right now.
And none of this has any relation to any other intellectual property outside of Concordis.
Nope.
All original.
None.
We developed this.
Thank God they can't look at my profile picture.
What profile picture?
So
Exactly. So, as you've seen this lineup of gay snails, because they're each color of the rainbow, would you like to bet money on these?
I want to see whatever who I want to watch. A lot of people watch. I want to see what snails people are betting on.
A large majority are betting
See who they're
on
talking
blue
to.
snail.
I want to see, because surely there's, like in horse racing, there's always like 3 or 4 like big shots who are like, everyone knows like these are like, like, oh, I'm definitely gonna vote on yellow shell over here, and you know that it's because they own a stake in yellow shell.
Yeah.
I want to know who owns the stakes in what shell.
You see quite a lot of people of different eclectic folds are voting for blue shell. He did win the last race. You can easily find the information that blue shell won the past 3 races. But there's been about 7, 8 races today. Quite a large majority are also betting on purple shell. Purple shell's a second runner-up. Probably has the second most wins of today.
I want to see. I want to see if I could see someone who looks maybe like they're they've been here for a while, and I want to ask them who won the first race.
All right. Yeah, you find someone that's sort of leaning against one of the fence posts that's separating the racers from the bettors, and they have this open vest that's a little too big for them. The scruff on their face has grown a little bit too disorderly.
This is a gambler.
Yeah, disheveled blonde hair.
You got here when they opened, and the first thing he did was come to snail race.
Yeah, his nails are like chewed off. He's wearing like fingerless gloves that are like starting to de-thread. Because they're the knit kind that he like chopped the fingers off himself. And yeah, he's just like real ragged looking. And as he sees you approach, he sort of just like clocks you, slightly turns his head towards your direction, smiles, and then looks back to the snails. And he leans over the fence with both his arms.
This guy's a freak. I feel it. He's gonna be a freak. He's gonna be like, oh. Raph will walk up with the kids in tow.
As
That's great.
there you go. As you approach, he changes his stance from like a casual just leaning over to like a full tripod like stanced up position as he's leaning over the fence, like he's ready to do business.
His snail business.
You look like you've been here a while.
Yeah, you could say that.
Do you see the first races?
I've seen a lot of the races, yeah.
Would you mind just, I wasn't here, I was a little busy. She'll kind of look back towards the kids, tuck her down now. Probably kind of bored.
Hmm.
Would you mind reminding me about who won the first few?
The first race of today or the first race ever?
Oh, of today.
It's a red shell over there.
And the second race?
That would've been, it was green shell.
Alright. Well, they haven't run any races since.
So... What do you mean by that?
I mean, the rest of today has been blue and purple, maybe a third. Have they only won those two in the beginning?
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
Why, are you looking
Thank you for your time.
looking to bet?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, if, just let me know if you need any help.
Have you won today?
I've won a couple times.
Oh yeah? On who?
That one right there. Points over at sorry. I'm trying to think of the color I hadn't said yet. Yellow. Points at yellow.
Are you betting this round?
Of course.
Who do you plan on staking your money in?
Yellow.
You think this is his race?
It's never Yellow's race. sort of.
Dude, Rowan, you look so out of it, dog.
You're betting on a snail that you're not sure is going to win at all.
Listen. What you gotta know about snail racing is that it's not about the winner. Everybody's gonna get big money when they pick a winner, and then they're gonna lose at the next round. The real thing about snail racing is who comes in third.
Why?
Because that's the medium pace snail. That's the consistent snail. Yellow is the most consistent snail in the game. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at yellow snail right now. And you look over to yellow snail. His snail shell is painted yellow, and as you look over at him, one of his like fucking stalks, one of his like eye stalks that doesn't actually have an eyeball on it, just sort of like turns to you and does that like weird like unrolling thing. And the camera zooms back onto the gambler.
Red and green. Can I also take a peek at them while I'm sitting over here looking at yellow?
Yeah. Red and green seem raring to go. They seem like they're just moving a lot, essentially. And then you look over at blue and purple, and they look quite tapped out. And the camera sort of zooms back on the gambler. When we're talking about snail racing, you're gonna make money and you're gonna lose money, man. Okay? But it's about keeping that consistent above zero. I have not lost money today yet.
Yet! This man is a gambler through and through.
Is there a minimum bet?
Yeah, 20 gold.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's... Ugh.
He just stares at you blankly.
This man
Well,
lives.
I guess I'll go to the booth and vote. Thanks for your help. Grab the kids.
Yeah,
Like this
yellow.
kid. Like,
Freak! I'm gonna go
Freak.
to the booth and try and place a bet there.
Okay. As you approach, there is a carnival worker, carnival hand. They're all dressed pretty similarly. They have that pinstripe like coloring. Sometimes there's like some different patterns, but it's all really colorful. And usually they have some form of mask or like other thing covering their face. Some sort of like fancy, fun attire. You approach the booth. Alright, what can I get you?
Can I put 30 on green?
30 on green, yes you can. Do you have a name?
Rav.
Rav. Afina. Leodon.
Nope, can you just put Rav?
Nope, it kind of just showed up anyways. Sorry. And you watch
Okay.
as he writes Rav, he takes his quill off of the paper, and it finishes for him.
Okay, well, Rav will hand over the 30 gold.
Alright, thank you. Is that it for you,
Sure.
Ravafina Leodon?
Can I have my stud?
Oh, yes.
Just in case I have to leave, just proves that I...
There you go. And it gives you this stuff.
Thank you so much. She'll hold on to that. And then she'll go with the kids, find a place to watch.
Mm-hmm. So, when betting on snail racing, here is as follows. If the snail you bet on gets first place, you make triple your profit. If the snail you bet on gets second place, you get, I'm pretty sure it's 1.5 times your profit. If the snail you bet on gets third place, you get a bonus of 2 gold of what you bet.
Wow, that guy's making a net positive today, isn't he?
Uh-huh. And if the snail you get on, if the snail you bet on gets anything lower than third place, you don't get your money back.
Right.
So, are you ready to see the snails race? Alright. The snails begin to race. Now at first, listen. Red and blue, they're heading up against each other. Neck and neck. Blue, the retaining champ, 3 games in a row. Red, the underdog, he won 1 game, near the start. They're battling head to head. They're red versus blue, okay? A classic battle. It's reigned for decades. Not just past these snails, but in literature in all cases. And they're rubbing heads together. They're moving very, very slowly. Each snail race takes an hour, by the way. As they're, moving against each other, they're rushing past. Ooh, here comes green, rounding up right behind blue. Starts swerving in really slowly. Starts swerving in, doing a little slide grind. Coming in far in the back, purple and yellow. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Purple and yellow. Look at their time to shine. In the back, we got orange. Everyone forgot about orange, even me, so I'm putting them there. Purple and yellow start battling head to head for who's gonna get third place, pretty much. 4th place, actually. The other 3, the 3 in front, they're head to head for a while. Then eventually green takes pace as blue crashes into red, and they tumble over very, very slowly. They're like, and then blue's off the track. Just horizontal.
Whole crowd goes, oh!
Yeah, whole crowd goes, fuck! As red begins to speed behind green, just this slow, slithering, withering, trail directly behind green, and green's holding it. Alright? Purple and yellow, they're going at it. and then yellow goes over blue, like just slips up on top of the shell and slithers on top, and then just moves away. Purple slams into blue and then also tumbles over. And everyone goes, "Oh shit!" And then, red continues on. Yellow continues on. Orange, he avoids the crash out. He's in the far back, probably 30 minutes behind the rest of the crew. Don't worry, he avoids the crash out. He gets automatic third place. This race is over by the time red crosses the finish line. Because the other two that are in the ditch are automatically kicked out. So we got red in first place, yellow in second, orange in third. We got the Roy part of Roy G. Biv right there. Green's in crash
Where
out.
did green go? Green crashed out too? I
Yeah.
thought it was just blue and purple.
I lied. Green and red are heading against each other super hard, and they're the last two in the front. Let's roll a d20.
It's like, where did green go? And you're like, he's trying to win!
It disappeared. Hold on. Yeah, let me go to...
Because I know that blue and red crashed into each other, but red survived the crash.
Yeah. That is what happened. You're so right. Alright. Got a 3 on the die. Green wins.
Yes!
How much did you put on? How much did you put on?
30?
Yeah, 30. You get 90 gold.
Good little profit.
Nice, yeah. Red,
Rob, very nonchalantly, just
yeah, green, red, and then yellow. Yellow stays in third. Consistency.
You're teaching these kids about gambling, Rob.
When you do a little yes,
fucking asleep.
when you do a little elbow pump, and like the older one is like, was that good? Did you like green?
Yes, I did like green. Glad green won.
All right.
The true parent gambling experience. Did you like that one? Yeah, I did.
We really want that one to win. It's my favorite color.
All right, let's go up to the booth. Let's get our money, and we're set.
All right. You go up to the booth. He goes, Ravafina Leodon, are you ready for your winnings? You got winnings from that?
Yep.
Wait, how'd you get winnings from that?
Special tactics.
Special tactics, okay. All right, here's your 90 gold, and here's your voucher for the next time you bet. You get a special little bonus.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Rob will take that. Rob will take 30 gold, and she'll give 10 to both of the kids. So
Okay.
she'll only take 70.
Wow, they're getting such a they're getting such a good viewpoint from all this.
Hey, they basically bet too. They just sit there for a fucking hour. I'm gonna give them their 10 gold so they can go have a little treat when they want it.
Yeah, and you see the voucher for today only. If the second time you bet on a race, if you don't lose money, you get an extra 20%.
That's great. I'll put that in my pocket. I don't plan on making a second bet. I won. I'm gonna quit my bet.
So true.
Unlike most gamblers.
See, that's I was gonna say that is not the gambling parent experience. The gambling experience is sitting there until the horse races close, and you go home in the car with your parents and they're angry.
And you're like really confused because like halfway through it they were really happy and like super loving to you, and then by the end of it they're like really crabby and hate you, and you wonder what you did wrong.
And for some reason they didn't keep betting on their favorite color.
I will try and find like a snack area though to let the kids get snacks if they want or anything.
Yeah, for sure. You go to sort of between the bubble pot, teapot, and the carousel in that area near the big top, and there's a lot of stalls. There's giant scorpion tails to eat. There's mini chicken legs. So like they're like the size of a Tic Tac. There is big
You
old
guys-
bowls of soups.
You guys both have 10 gold. It's your money. You can spend it if you want or not. If you guys want a snack, this is the point where you can spend your money on snacks if you want.
We should probably save our money because we're gonna be homeless when we get into Glass Ridge.
You will not be homeless. We are going. You will not be homeless.
Will we have money?
Probably. I will not leave you guys stranded. That's what I will promise you. You will always have help.
You know what? How about you go get a snack and I'll hold on to our change, okay? And the older brother ushers the child to go get a snack. And
I'll
she
follow behind them. I don't want to stay super close because, like I said, I want them to be able to feel like they have money, they can spend what they want.
yeah.
But I will stay just kind of close by so I can keep an eye on them. You know, don't want them being whisked away nowhere.
She goes for a giant scorpion tail. And she can't really carry it, so the big brother has to carry it. But then she gives him a bite. But no more than a bite, because that's hers. When they come back.
Relatable concept.
I make relatable NPCs.
You do. According to Wyatt. Yeah.
Like cosplayer who's really just trying to make some friends, and then everyone he talks to thinks he's weird.
But that one is less relatable.
Not Rethny.
Not Rethny. No, Rethny loved the cosplayer.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything mean to him.
Rethny matches freaks, dude.
No, but you hang around the dude that threatened his life.
Yeah, I do hang around
Yeah,
the dude.
I do
The thing is, like-
exactly hang around the dude that threatened his life.
You were like there
Well,
when he threatened his life.
I feel like Rethny just matches anybody's freak.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I
true.
did. I'm pretty sure I reprimanded Isaiah for saying something like that to him. What the fuck is that? Is that a spider?
Alrighty. Are we happy with
Oh,
what we
nice, that's
have?
fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we go find a place to sit? You can eat that. This way we're not.
The scorpion tail, almost like the tip, the actual stinger almost hits you in the face as she's walking around with it.
Let's find somewhere to sit so you can enjoy that to its fullest.
Okay.
Find a
You sit by the big top.
find like a big table or something.
Yeah.
A bench table.
You just sit there for a little bit. There's a bit of serenity in the chaos that is the carnival as you people watch everyone walking by. There's a lot of interesting people here. Some of them seem almost like they're not real, in a sense, just because they're so much of a caricature. Eventually, you are found by Isaiah. As Isaiah is like, Rov, we have to go see Madame L'Oreal right now. Madame L'Oreal, the head, the Witchlight Carnival.
The name sounds so familiar. Why?
I don't know. Did you perhaps see it when you were coming?
No,
to the
I meant
Witchlight Carnival?
why do we have to go see?
Oh, because she caught me and fell spying on her. So,
Okay, Isaiah. What are we
yes.
supposed to do with the kids?
I don't know, honestly. You guys might like my version of Isaiah. I think it's pretty exact.
It's spot on. It's so spot on.
It's pretty spot on. It's pretty spot on.
I
Okay.
just can't get over them. I don't know.
Okay, well, kids, we're gonna go somewhere, and I'll probably have you wait right out front of it or something. I'll find.
Right next to snail racing.
We'll figure something out.
So, should we go?
Yes, we'll go.
Okay. I was just checking. And you usher off towards the curly, swirly tent by the mystery mine. Apparently where Madame L'Oreal, the head of the Witchlight Carnival, resides.
No one will know that Kay is not here.
No one.
No one will
I
know.
sound exactly like Isaiah.
But you're just gonna say
No.
Kay.
Isaiah Stormfire is actually just in call with us.
Yeah, Kay couldn't be here, unfortunately, but Isaiah Stormfire
Stormfire is here.
definitely
Has made a guest appearance. Okay. You approach the big swirl.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. That was a misclick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Isaiah just fell apart like Legos.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
It was a misclick. I swear. I just wanted to hear it.
It was a misinput. It was a misinput. Yeah, you guys approach the big swirly tent. Rethny, you meet as well. Pretty sure Fell is inside.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
inside hiding already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I was like, does it have to be
Is there
me
maybe
that
some-
goes?
Some staff or something standing around there too, like waiting outside or anything.
not immediately around the big tent, but as you do approach the tent, Isaiah does go, Fell is in there, and he
I
is
figured.
still a werewolf.
Yeah.
Got the finger over the fucking valve. I'm gonna kill you.
Rob is looking for literally anybody that looks like they might work at this carnival, because I don't just trust some random person.
Yeah. As you approach, you hear a voice call from the tent. Oh, if you wish to bring them inside, you can. All will be well.
Isaiah, what the fuck did you guys do?
I don't know.
Okay, kids, I guess we're gonna go in. Okay. If there's any issues, you just tell me.
Okay. And they walk into the tent with you. As you guys walk into this tent, you are first met with the visage of Fell, standing pretty tall and his face almost colliding with all the drapes and fabrics that are strewn across the ceiling of this place that fall down and give a lot of color and pop to the place. There's beads everywhere. There's the typical candles lit and low hanging smoke that sort of billows inside the tent. The first thing you notice is you're concerned about the kids seeing Fell, and as they go inside, their eyes sort of sweep over the place, over Fell, as if they don't see him at all, and are just like, wow, whoa, this place is so cool. That sort of gawking look. You see just in the next room that's sort of, and it's only the next room, quote unquote, separated by more fabric. It's just this one's thicker, not as translucent, so you can't see through it. But at the table you see an empty table with a chair on one side, a crystal ball in the middle, and a sort of further room that goes a little bit more back, separated by more fabric. And again, you hear a disembodied voice. Please sit down or stand by the table, whatever you like.
I'll kind of grab the kid's hand as she walks over to the table.
Hmm.
Are we still carrying the stupid scorpion tail?
She's eaten half of it. She was super hungry.
Okay.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
She's actually still chomping on it sometimes. You can catch her trying to eat it quietly, because because at some point she was eating it, and the sound of the shell crunching beneath her teeth was really starting to annoy you. And then you look back, and didn't like traumatize her with your look, but she like acknowledged that it was very loud, and she went, "Sorry."
Oh no, not Rob. No.
No, she didn't take it like you were mean, but she did take it like, "Oh, that's really loud." And so you see her now. She like picks off pieces and will like put it in her mouth and like keep it there until it's soft enough to chew.
Oh,
just,
poor baby.
And so yeah, you're. I assume the other few of you also.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sit down at this table.
There is there are pillows to sit on if you'd like. There's chairs that you can pull up to the crystal ball table. Whatever suits your fancy.
Rob's gonna pull up a chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on a pillow.
I'm also sitting on a pillow.
All right. Isaiah stands, and the two children also sit on pillows. And then you hear a little bit of a, and you look towards the back room, and the drapes sort of billow out with a little bit of wind. Wow. You know, I've never seen you all in person. How delightful. And exiting from the back room, you see old, weathered hands, who crease almost like leather, wrapped around a bit of a cane that has a lion's head on it. It sticks into the ground, and not hunched, but standing tall in this sort of drapey clothing that's finely crafted, well stitched, and of beautiful colors, clashing against a white, sort of frilly-like top. This dark-skinned woman with many wrinkles around her face. Her nose is strong and straight, but has like a soft upturn to it. Her eyebrows are fuzzy, I would say. She has two fangs peeking down from the top of her mouth. She also has, concerningly, 6 eyes on her face, almost like a spider. Her hair are in those medieval style braids where they sort of wrap it around your head, and it's stark white. And as she moves a little closer, she has a very, like... you know how a spider's legs move, where they sort of, like... They extend by each joint and then re-bend? That's how she walks. Each bend is very clean and purposeful, until she eventually sits on the chair. You expect the kids to be scared shitless by this sort of spider-looking woman, but they're not. And she smiles at them, and then turns to you all. The wonders of Fey food.
The wonders.
Well, I would ask you why you were peering in listening to my conversation, but it is to be expected.
No, it's fine.
She glances over Isaiah and over Fel, but then looks to you, Rethni, and then to you, Ravafina. Not you. You both were just wrapped up in this.
We usually are.
It's the dangers of being in an adventuring party, isn't it?
Can be pretty fun sometimes. Could be
I'm
pretty. I'm still talking.
She's waiting for you to continue.
I started laughing.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
7 eyes I miscounted, sorry.
Sorry. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. I don't know why. This is really funny. That's so pretty dangerous. But we get by.
Her ears are very long and almost bat-like, but at the ends of where the point is, they begin to droop. But when you begin sort of laughing and talking about the adventuring party, they perk up and sort of sharpen almost. Any particular reason as to why you've left Alurin? Or was the gold on your head enough?
I don't know. I'm wearing kind of sucked.
I would assume someone of your caliber already has an inkling as to what's going on there.
Somewhat. It's nice to finally meet you all. Well, despite your multiple members switching out. I at least know you the most, Ravafina.
I recognize your name. Unfortunately, I can't recall meeting you.
We've never met.
I see.
I think it's more fun if I let you try to guess. So, as we talk, if at any point you ever figure it out, go ahead and tell me, but be warned. If you guess wrong, she puts her finger up, something bad may happen. I'm kidding. Maybe.
Do you know anything about missing people connected to possibly this carnival?
I know a lot of things about missing peoples. This carnival particularly? Not so much.
I see.
I assume you're talking about the people that have their eyelids removed, their mouths stretched out into points, and their fingers whittled into knives. Uncontrollable laughter.
Yeah. That sounds about like what we're asking.
I will tell you this. When you hear the sound of a carousel, but there is none to be found, that is when you're in real danger. You seem unentertained by this, Ravafina.
I'm just concerned.
What for?
We're in a place that I don't feel particularly comfortable in. Talking to someone familiar yet not, because they listened in on a conversation. Kind of eyes towards Ella and Isaiah.
Well, you were brought here for some reason. Some may say fate, some may say by an accident. But there's probably something you can glean from it. I am a fortune teller.
Do you know anyone here, even yourself included, who may know anything about curing lycanthropy?
Ah, yes. The children. It's very unfortunate. Your best bet for getting that fixed is finding a priest quickly in Glassridge. Anyone worth their snuff will do. The girl is not too far gone yet. She's budding.
I just by a glance, tell
Mhm.
like a percentage. A vague 25, 50, 75% of the way through.
Make me a medicine check with advantage.
Let's see this. 18.
I'm not going to give you a percentage. I'm just going to tell you that lycanthropy has infected her, but it hasn't done much yet to change her.
Okay.
There is no telltale sign of any of the warning signs that lycanthropy is setting in.
So lesser restoration should still be working right about.
About.
I was kind of like nod as I look back over at L'Oreal and listen to them.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Well, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, thank you. Just wondering if you know just a bit about the situation, Learn. Are you not worried at all about the consequences to?
Oh, I am terrified, my dear. Lord Solibar has set motions that truly foretell the end of the world. Though, to be fair, so have you all. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you're unaware of this.
I will look back at Isaiah.
Isaiah just kind of turns his head a little bit and just kind of winces. I figure that's a better choice for you all to talk about. But, I don't see why you should be concerned about it. It's not like you're heroes or anything.
No, not really.
I mean, this puts everyone at risk. You don't have to be heroes to want to help.
No, but in the end, who's going to save the world? It's the heroes. Like the Seven. People like that.
That what the cards tell you?
I don't need the cards to see that you're all very self-motivated creatures.
Yeah. I don't think she needs cards to say that either.
I mean, keeping the werewolf alive who has murdered a town is selfish act enough, isn't it?
Probably kind of like lower her head just a bit, like in shame almost. And then just straighten her shoulders again and but doesn't the end of the world possibly constitute the end of I mean, you run a Fey carnival. I'm sure you have some connection to the Fey realm itself. Doesn't that make you in the same position we are?
I am an emissary of fate. I don't do the doing. I set forth motions to get people to do the doing.
Are you setting motions to get the heroes to save everyone?
No.
What happens when there's no more people to dictate fate?
Well, I guess there will be no reason for fate to exist.
And you have no fear with that possibly. I mean, you said you were terrified, but you don't seem all that scared.
I've come to accept my death in the upcoming days.
Surely there's a way that things can get resolved that doesn't coexist with the end of the world.
I would implore you to pursue that. Here's the reality of it all. And she begins to shuffle her cards. You finding your little party, Twiggy and her best friends, that was by pure accident. And as she begins to finish shuffling the cards, she cuts them, so cuts the deck in half and then puts the bottom on top. That day, there wasn't supposed to be 6 new adventurers with no real understanding of what adventuring means, all coming into the same place at the same time. That was by accident. That was not fate. And then you all fighting some strange wolf creature, prevailing and earning favor with an old god, that was also an accident. That was not fate. Madame L'Oreal draws a card and places it down. It's the Hanged Man.
Oh man,
My
short.
favorite old man. He's back.
And as she pushes the card, your whole party is a mistake. And in the end only serves as fodder or fuel to the fire that is the real heroes, ones who are touched by fate. Take Melidri, for example. Wondrous mind powers that boy has. Had you not intervened, he wouldn't have put in jail, tortured. But at least you got him out, right? Haitian, perhaps? If they didn't have to come save you, Ren might still be alive. And that
But
party's still
Haitian
full
would be
formed.
dead.
Suppose that's true. Draws another card and places it down. It's the Wheel of Fortune. If I were to say something about your fate, you will be met with great hardships. It's not like you haven't been already, but expect even harder ones. But if you prevail, well, They sing songs about heroes. And heroes have never saved the world, per se. You'd probably be something more. Pulls another card. It's the Queen. Pulls another card. It's the King. And pulls another card. The Hermit. 3 great challenges in your way. 1, a hidden, billowing force that has just begun to seep through the cracks. The other, someone with far more power than all the rest, but lays in plain sight. And the third, someone you already know quite well. Takes those cards and tosses them. But honestly, if you want my opinion, fate doesn't exist. It's all accidents. Takes the other cards, puts them in the deck somewhere, and puts them on the ground. Places her hands on the table and she begins to tap them. Any guesses as to who I am yet?
Were you just maybe there in the beginning? Back with Twiggy and her best friends.
I was from before then.
Right, but the name. The recollection of your name. It's from the
Hmm.
beginning.
I guess.
You're powerful. I mean, there's no point denying that you're stronger than probably all of us. There's no point guessing that you're just an average person. You probably have a following, right?
There's tons of people who come into the Witchlight Carnival.
Maybe, just maybe, could you possibly remove someone from death's grasp a while ago?
I did no such thing.
But were you involved?
Very slimly.
Maybe you know someone by the name of Lucian.
Oh, Ravafita, you do remember me. And she gets up from her seat and goes around the table and just hugs you. And you feel like these sort of spectral, other 6 arms also, come around and hold you. And as she releases you from her grasp, she stands fully up. I honestly, I was almost hurt. To be fair, we never interacted, but I feel like Lucian talked about me enough.
Here and there.
She goes back to sit down. Sorry for the harsh words. I really just wanted to hammer in the idea that you aren't heroes, but there's really no reason to try and be. Heroes get songs made for them. The true people who save the world never do.
I don't think any of us need songs. We've all done our fair share of horrible things.
Isaiah sort of side-eyes that. Yes, that is true. And you're all on your different paths, and I'm sure you'll all get what you desire. Albeit there will be plenty of sacrifices. Now, I was being honest when I said that fate doesn't exist. Sort of. She's out there somewhere. But there's a bit of a misconception with how she works. She doesn't tie strings together and dictate the future of the world. She sets in motion certain events, and those events are what fate is. The motions she doesn't set into path is, what we call accidents, like you all.
That's what my mommy said when I was born.
God damn it! So I was gonna make it. I was gonna make it, and I was
Happy
like,
little accident.
I was gonna make it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make the joke. It's too out there already.
I do wish you all great luck, but you are in great danger, yes. Lord Sulabar is off doing what he does best, manipulation. You know him quite well with that.
Hey, I got a god after me, so.
That is also true. And
Yeah.
another old god awakened, and Frankie.
We'll deal with Frankie when we get to that.
Frankie is hopefully that thing attached to him is smart enough to avoid certain people.
I hope you do understand. Frankie is a lot like Melidri. Just what happened if Zula Idri was not so nice.
Frankie is a bomb walking around.
Frankie is also a person.
How would you handle it if you were in our situation? You got on to me for not killing the werewolf. I don't want to kill Frankie. I don't even want to kill his counterpart. But I also don't want Frankie to harm people on accident or on purpose. And I don't want Frankie to end up in the wrong hands. And especially, I don't want that stone in the wrong hands.
All I can say is that there is no right answer. It's like dealing with a dog who's been trapped in a claw all its life. And when you finally free it, instead of being happy and thankful, it bites and naps at anyone who gets close to it. It's never going to have a social life again, so is it better to just kill it? Or still try to tame it? Go either way. And Frankie is definitely a creature that could go either way. All I say is, give it some thought. But whatever you choose, again, it's not fate. So you're not disappointing anyone. At least, up here, up there, wherever they reside. I would be most concerned about this one. Taps her finger on the queen card.
Which one's that one?
This is the most dangerous of them all.
Huh.
The one we know.
The queen
Is it-
is not the one you know. It's the
Which
one
one's
that
the
the
other
one
one?
that hides in plain sight.
Is it the one I know? Oh, wait. It might be you. So she might know.
I think it's me.
Mayhaps.
I do go bump
Alright.
in the night, I guess. So
I don't think it's you.
no, I don't think so either. I'm just entertaining.
Go ahead and tell us.
I'm not quite sure who it is either, but I know that they are close, and I know that they are
Rob, what if it's your
very
mom?
dangerous.
Dangerous, close. No, that one's
Hey,
better than
mommy
me.
dearest.
That one's a better guess than me. I mean, I am
No,
also a
I don't think it's my mom. I don't think it's my mom. I think that would be too on the nose.
could be a certain Brock. A
What?
Brock to cast messages.
Could be, maybe.
Something where we send something to another person, being God, perhaps.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I also do not know what he's talking about.
I'm looking at Isaiah talking about the fucking sending stone.
Isaiah? Is there something you need to tell us?
Oh, we can talk about that later.
No, we're all here now.
I doubt it's that. We don't know anything, and they do not hide in plain sight. They are hidden away, wherever they are, on the other side of this stone.
Yep, on the other side of that stone, which could be anywhere.
Anywhere. Not here, though. And not close.
Oh, no.
Close is in proximity or close is in relation?
Yes,
You know that
probably.
The fates are infuriatingly quizzical.
Town.
Yes.
I'm recalling the gods from the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Was the earth god female?
Not particularly. It was pretty genderless.
Just fucking. It could be. I don't know. What the fuck? This is some bullshit.
Were all of them genderless?
No. Kraken was.
My god's a female
yeah,
for some fucking reason.
Feminine.
This is a bitch fight.
This is a cat fight.
Sky God
cat fight,
is
masculine, yeah.
masculine. Draken is. I don't think we got
Draken's
And,
masculine.
masculine. And
The keeper
then
takes on a
neutral.
visage of an old man, so that's up to you.
I can't believe the
But-
Kraken's not a girl at all.
Can I, while we're here, can I pull out my my Polly Pocket?
Yeah.
Thanks.
The little pedal Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
Are you showing it to Madame
Yeah.
L'Oreal?
Rob will kind of hold her hand out with the pedal.
Oh. I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. Lifts her hand and goes to pluck the pedal from yours, but is waiting for your permission.
You'll give him back, right?
Of course, Rabafina. I'm not in the business of stealing, other than names.
Well, I helped him. I helped him basically fucking give birth. I'm like his surrogate, so I need to.
Holds the pedal. You're his fucking midwife. Holds the pedal up. My. You've been hidden for quite a long time, haven't you? You said you... What exactly did it ask you to do?
We're connected.
You yourself are a warlock now. I thought your pupils might have been different. At least, Lucian never described them as being what they are now. Is that a goat or deer? Or is it frog?
It's bovine in nature.
Bovine. So you're a warlock now. How interesting.
Not a great one. My magical ability was never very strong.
I'm going
It's
to
never
be
very
so for real
connected.
with you. Neither is Lucian. She places the pedal on the ground and taps on the table, and the pedal begins to wake up. This is from a type of flower that can't be destroyed. It is a flower that can never be burned, can never wither, can never be plucked and killed, overwatered, anything. It survives everything. And a long, long time ago, a very old person took the last of these flowers and put it atop a mountain in a basin so the wind could never touch it, so that way it could never spread its seeds, so it could never overpopulate the world. I'm seeing by the strained look on your face, you might have started spreading it all over the world.
I saw the flower. I thought it might be poisonous, but I thought it was pretty. So I blew on it just to make sure no spores infected me.
And the flower is like waking up, and as Madame L'Oreal is telling this story, realizes what is being said, and then just sort of kind of turns to you like, and turns back to Madame L'Oreal. You sneaky little creature. They are quite persuasive. Flowers usually are. Here you go. Shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Ron will slowly kind of hold her hand up for the let me to come back.
If it's any consolation, the more it spreads around the world, the stronger it gets. And so probably the stronger you will be.
I'm in the issue.
Well, Rogue, holding out on us.
I can't really name a person that's been in your parties that really hasn't been disastrous in some of the decisions. I think it might be a requirement to hang around you.
No, disastrous decision making and being
No,
friends
we're
with
just
Rob
dumb as
definitely
shit.
do go hand in hand.
Dumb as shit is another possible answer to that, but
That's also true.
You have to learn somehow. It's not like the 7 legendary heroes were birthed out of the womb, raring to go and morally sound. In fact, actually, they were pretty corrupt, but we won't get into that.
The side heroes, they're most of them probably dead by now, right?
I don't think I'm allowed to tell you that information, actually.
Because we met.
There's the one in the desert.
We met.
Babe.
At least their weapon we met.
We met Blue,
yes,
who
their
held
weapons are
the weapon.
all over the world.
I think I got stabbed by one.
That, I mean, you survived, which is something to say.
Survived is a strong word for me right about now.
I'm going to be honest, Ravafina, I don't know much about your new party members. My eyes on you were only from Lucian, and other than that, information that I was able to attain from things that people in higher places already knew. So
people knows there's a god after me?
yes.
Who the hell knows that?
The old god's older sibling who is dead and that I serve.
Oh,
It's a pretty straight line connection back to me.
Do they talk to each other still?
Not really. Fate doesn't talk to any of her siblings. She's incredibly lonely. And then she's going to lose me, too, so she's just going to be... That's why I was training Lucian, to be honest.
Okay, if she don't like her sister, she could come get me. Go.
Come get me.
Yeah, I'll be here for her.
Well, feel free to watch us whenever you want.
Well, I'll be dead soon, so...
A telenovela.
Yeah, tell them.
How soon is soon?
Probably within the next few days.
A lot of you guys are dying.
Well, I'm not an old god, I'm just an archfey. Not as important as the others. But my death is foretold by fate, so as a loyal servant, I must do my duty. It's to set events in forward, it's to make Lucian grow stronger and take on more responsibility, and that will in turn make Maligry have to start
Where's
upping
mine?
his game, so that way Maligry can... Oh, wow. So that
Where's
way
mine?
Maligry can grow stronger, so that he may face the certain death threats of the world. It's all a long chain of dominoes, I'm afraid.
And it kicks off with your death, or is your death like in the middle of that?
My death is just another added to that. Oh my god! Thank you! Sorry, Levi just gave me a muffin.
Who's making muffins?
Levi. They're made out of They're made out of cinnamon crumble cake.
Oh, tell Levi to give me one.
Why? Tell them to bring that shit over here.
Shit smells so gas. I haven't even finished my burger yet because I can't evil DMing.
I thought you said I can't while evil DMing. And I was like,
Evil DMing. It's so true. I love evil DMing. She
Stay toxic DM.
Yeah, she leans back a little bit. I'm just a single movement in a long, long chain, yes. In fact, I am to be killed by the ones sort of that are the source of your little issue with the laughing creatures.
oh, so we only got one of those fuckers.
Oh, yes. That was one of many.
Oh, shit.
I never even got to see this thing.
They're creepy
You
as
don't
shit.
want to.
It's some twisted jester. He thinks it's comedic to take an
Kill
audience
people?
member. It's worse than killing people. It's transforming them into something far worse. And it all starts with being an audience member in the Dark Circus. Mr.
Good luck.
Megorium's wondrous troupe.
I'll write that down.
Emporium.
Wait, if you have my notebook.
Is this another like traveling circus that we should be watching out for?
Yes, as I said, if you hear a carousel and there is none to be found, that is an issue. We have a carousel, and ours is pretty nice, I might add. But it's
as a rider on it,
it's
pretty good.
It's a little creepy when you hear carousel music and there is only a really shitty tent to go into.
Yeah. This is not Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I am Narcook. But, you know, somehow it still gets people coming into it. Usually because they mistake it for us, or they're desiring us. But the goal of them is to kill me, and they'll eliminate their competitor, and then they'll just have the whole sort of world vying for some form of entertainment. There they are to provide it, and then oh my goodness, sorry, fate burping out of me. And transform them into horrifying creatures.
And
So why not let Mr. Light and Mr. Witch continue on some kind of carnival?
Yes, they wish to continue the Witchlight Carnival in my absence.
Is it because it'll go about as well as it sounds it will go?
I mean, I know that no matter what I tell them, Mr. Light is currently lying to Mr. Witch right now, probably, about me saying yes. So, I think it's going to happen either way. But I have to disprove of it because, fundamentally, one, they'll never be as good as me at running this shit. Second, if I just let them do it, I feel like they would get too comfortable. But regardless, the Witchlight Carnival has ancient Fey magic built into it, so we'll be gone for 7 years anyways. Traveling to other planes of existence. We don't like visiting the fire plane. Before you ask, Isaiah, the reason things catch on fire, it's a lot of money to replace. We tried it once, a very, very long time ago. It didn't work out.
Yeah, cloth, flame.
Yes. Also, the butterfly wings on our horses go up in blazes, and they can't fly anymore, so it's very tragic. Regardless...
I imagine the dragonfly machines also do it.
Oh god, the mechanics just
melt
away. The Hall of Mirrors becomes a fucking sauna in there because of all the heat reflecting off of each other.
Ooh.
The snails don't feel like racing. Then no one's getting gold.
I won a snail race today.
Did you? Who'd you bet on?
Green.
Very nice. If you always want consistent money, always bet on yellow. Yellow's my favorite color, so I made it so he always gets third place.
I wish go win.
Well, like, I couldn't make him always win, because then that'd be too obvious. But if he's always getting third place, then he just seems like a very consistent snail.
That's so funny.
I see.
We go gambling for the rest of the day, and I'd be happy.
We going gambling.
Is it really gambling if we know we're going to win every time? I feel like there's no risk involved.
You know, at least you're not getting, like, a bunch of gold when it wins. You're just getting, like, a little bit on top.
That's true.
I don't see anything wrong with what I've done.
Nope. I'm sure you're making some person in their mid-30s very happy right now.
Listen, there's this one routine gambler who's always here. Somehow he finds us wherever we go on the material plane just to gamble. And then he sets himself up for the rest of the 7 years we're gone. That is his entire job. I don't know
what? That's amazing.
The Witchlight Carnival operates for 8 hours. He does it all 8 hours. And we travel to, like... And we travel to, like... I don't know... Like, maybe 100... spots on the material plane in Concordis. And he goes to every single one. That's like 800 games where he's making...
Are you sure there isn't another Archfey encroaching on this and gambling?
No, I checked him out a long time ago because I thought the same thing. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's just a normal dude.
No, there is an Archfey around here that looks like him, but he's not as blonde. He's like more brunette. And he has silver streaks in his hair. And he's running some sort of scam. Don't ever buy tea or drugs from him. I mean, you could if you wanted to. They're definitely good. But like,
Rob looks at the kid and is like, just don't buy drugs, period.
But like,
they can't see me. So I'm
just
going.
a scam artist.
I mean,
I don't know. I guess you are getting the product that you're asking for, so I don't know if he's not much of a scam. He's overcharging for sure. He's gouging prices. That's the main thing. But so do I. You know, I don't really actually have a pedal to stand on. Yeah, I charged 5 gold for that scorpion stick that girl is eating. That cost like maybe a silver to make.
What?
Sorry. I was just watching Rowan just blink at me silently. It's so funny because every time Rowan is doing something silently, the recording's not getting any of it, but to me, I just see all of Rowan's range of emotions as I ask a
For our
question.
audio listeners.
This ever becomes like one of those like D&D podcasts where there is cameras of us, that's gonna be crazy.
People are doing animations of these episodes, and there's just the long blank pause. Always has to be
like,
preceded by real life Rowan just blinking at the camera.
Like how my tube stays.
Yeah, I like how your tube stays. That's fucking crazy.
What the fuck is that tube,
It's
dude?
an AC.
My AC.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like this red. I've never known what the fuck it is.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I like how the tube
my
stays
God.
for Luffy as well. For Big Luffy.
I also have
Big Luffy,
Zoro
baby.
and-
Perm.
Oh my
Wow.
god, the
I
tube is
still-
still.
I still have quite a few from that era that are really funny. I have the
knocking that
background
Kit Kat
edit that we made.
out. He was an escort.
I have those
Something else,
pictures
I
of
don't know.
Sass.
Mm,
I have that picture of Rowan during an allergic reaction.
yeah.
I haven't
I
looked
mean,
yet.
Madame L'Oreal just sort of sits there. Are there any other pressing questions you may have for me before my time is up?
I'm gonna have a hard time getting into Glass Ridge, aren't I?
I'm
And then a
thinking
hard time
really
staying in Glass Ridge.
No.
No.
There might be, and looks at the Hanged Man card somewhere on the ground, somewhere on the table, maybe. I can't remember which cards I tossed out and what I didn't, but she does look at it. You will have to make a choice. But when do you guys not have to make a choice?
Yeah, narrows it down.
I guess this isn't really. I don't know if you'll actually have an answer to this, but is it worth it talking to the Capsule, the Lord of Solent, and all of that?
I will say that the fact that it is blind to me means that fate has no plan for it. But as we've seen, fate's plans aren't really evidently as helpful as some others. My suggestion to you is to do what you plan on doing. Just whatever you decide in the moment.
Oh, also,
It'll be difficult, but I'm sure you can do it. And yes, Val, what did you ask?
do you have like a time estimate to how long I'm stuck like this?
You? Like that?
Yeah.
For as long as you don't do something about it, because, sorry, buddy, you're, full werewolf now. I actually haven't seen that in a very long time.
When was the last time you saw this?
A full werewolf that couldn't go back to human and was just werewolf forever? Probably during the age of the vampire tyrant.
I'm guessing he didn't have a fun time during that either.
You know, he really wasn't on the radar of a lot of people.
I can't relate to that one.
Yes. You could buy there's probably a magic item in the Witchlight Carnival that allows you to change your appearance whilst wearing it. And by item I mean mask. And by mask I mean one of the carnival handler masks. Lets you transform into anything you need to for 8 hours.
It'd be great if I had a hint of fate to help me look around and figure out where one is.
Knock out a carnival worker. That'd be really funny.
Don't tempt me.
I'm tempting you, because if you do it, then it tells me a lot about your personality.
I kind of squint at her, and I can't tell whether she's joking or not. I know that I'm joking when I say "don't tempt me," but I'm I'm trying to fucking read this woman and coming up with nothing.
Yeah, you really can't get a gleam off of it.
No,
I'm sure if you asked around, you could get one.
So 8 hours is enough to get those kids home, and then
Yes, it is a one-time use. That is also true. But at least you could get into Glassridge. And move around for a little bit. And find a little bit of more of a permanent solution.
that is true. I do know one person I could help. So.
Well, if there's no other pressing matters, I think your fortune-telling is done.
You guys should probably head out before I do.
All right, kids, ready to go to the Glassridge?
Huh?
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. Bethany, ready to go?
Sorry, I'm spraying my room for bugs. Yeah.
Wonderful. Ralph will take the kid's hands and start to walk. Before she's out of eyes, she turns to thank you for your insight.
Of course. And it truly was lovely to meet you all.
It was good to meet you too. I'm a bit sorry that I won't get to talk to you again.
Well. Sometimes that is just the way of the world. Enjoy your lives while they last. That sounded more ominous than I wanted it to, but you may die, I don't know. Like I said, you guys aren't really tied to fate. So, be careful. That's my biggest advice. And she's doing this as you guys are actively leaving. She's just sort of like beginning to trail off in a rant, like, because honestly, like, I'm
like Phil. The worst part is that Phil has to be right there and wait like a couple of minutes.
I'm tied to fate, and I'm still dying, so it's not like I really have anything to say about it. You know, it's for you guys. You're young. You have so much time on your hands before you. I'm very old. You know,
I should not know.
I'm well over thousands of years old.
Oh.
Yes. I was originally a human. I
Really?
loved dancing. And then eventually you can leave as well because the kids have gone forward.
like Phil is like doing a thing where you walk backwards out of the tent. He's like, yep. It was good talking to you. I do need to go.
Yeah.
Let's go buy a mask off of somebody who is about to get walking off the work.
So true. Otherwise, other than that, do you guys have anything that you want to stay at the Witchlight Carnival for? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Other than buying a mask off of somebody who looks like they are ready to clock out and never come back.
How much gold you got, Phil?
Right now, on me? None, actually, because Isaiah has it all. I forgot about that.
How are you gonna get this mask?
Damn. I was like, I'm ready to. Yeah, I don't have nothing. I was like, we're just going.
You just want to leave without a mask?
I don't have much to offer other than the short sort of life stealing, and that was a gift that I do not feel. Unless I trade.
I mean, you also have the avenue of punching someone for it. Or, I don't know, you do have 3 levels in Rogue.
I could just, like, slip in, steal one off of one of the counters or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I... Yeah, no, I didn't take sleight of hand proficiency. I'm not actually that great at stealing things.
Okay. You don't have to take one. You can leave the Witchlight Carnival without it.
I guess I just kind of have to.
You don't have to do anything. You guys don't have to do anything.
I know.
You make the active decision.
Yes, but telling this is me being like, I
Choices.
see no other choice for me to make.
You got tons of choices, man.
I know I have tons of
You
choices.
just didn't think of them.
But I limit them down to what I think is realistic.
Make an elaborate plan. An elaborate plan where you put a bunch of ball bearings down on the ground and make a carnival.
Half my ball bearings are gone. Actually, I think all my ball bearings are gone.
Buy some ball bearings or steal some ball bearings, and you put them all on the ground, and then the carnival hand slips, and you go, "Whoa, sorry about that, man. My ball slipped," and then you take the mask, and then you run away.
I have no money. I have no money. How could I buy a ball bearing?
Steal them.
I'll buy a ball bearing. Oh, so true.
Just because you aren't proficient in a skill doesn't mean you can't use it, goober. How D&D works, nerd.
Man, fuck you, talent.
You know you're actually not supposed to succeed every skill or every D20 roll you roll, right?
Yes.
No, you know that's not how you win the game. Can't win. Failure's success, bro. That's the way of D&D.
What is happening? Like, I'm gonna freak out.
I don't know. You guys leave the Witchlight Carnival. As all 4 of you exit, as dusk begins to set in, and I assume you all head to Glassridge together, but also not together, because the werewolf can't be near the children in plain sight.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys ride towards Glassridge. And as night sets, is there anything you'd like to do at the camp at night? No? Okay. As morning breaks, I get to roll a d20. Well, that's tragic. In the night, the young child is restless.
Oh.
Tosses and turns. Murmuring can be heard from just underneath the sheets. It's almost like she's mindlessly talking in her sleep. The words escaping her mouth are unintelligible. But it seems like she's reliving the moments in Rabbit Glade.
Are we aware?
I mean, yes. But by the time you check on her, it's settled down. And it doesn't happen again for the rest of the night. But you do notice claw marks right by her bedroll. But in the morning, she seems fine. Nothing about her is transformed, and she doesn't really remember the night. Now to get back into Glassridge. Ravafina and Rethny, you won't have that difficult of a time, I would assume. You approach the gate, the Iron Brigade comes up to you, and by the time that they realize you're Leodon and that your father has also returned by now, you're waved through pretty easily. By the time Isaiah and Fell get there, we'll put a pause on that until Kay is able to play Isaiah himself. Is there anything? So I'll say that either we end the session in a few minutes, or we put a pause on it until later if Kay wants to play a little bit. But is there anything that Ravafina and Rethny you want to do right as you enter Glassridge?
I'll probably find that fucking priest.
Oh yeah, let's try and find a good priest.
All right, for sure. Priest. You have a few churches. You know, Ravafina, you know for sure that Sailor's Haven and Temple of the Stars are religious places for people that worship the traveling gods. Otherwise, there's the Six's Temple that is really close to the entrance to North Glassridge. Just depends on who you want to deal with. Ooh, pulling out the notebook. Yeah, that's right. My players use notes. Sometimes.
Some of them do.
Okay.
On the rare occasion.
She said, "Are there any looking for a good priest, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want you to know, I wrote down all of the gods that you had named in that one session. All the gods, so on. But I wrote them so poorly that I'm struggling to read. I can't tell if this is Evero.
I kind of just want to hear what you think you wrote down.
It's either Inero or it's Evero, and I have the Iron Phoenix afterwards.
Okay, yeah, it's Enero.
Enero with the name.
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like me, I can read off the other ones.
Yeah, I wanna see what you wrote down.
All right, I have Adam, ATU. I think I tried to put an R in there, so a term. But it looks like ATUM is what I wrote.
Right. A turn is the name, so you got pretty close.
I turned the judge.
Yeah.
I have
It's like
Bahamut,
the oh my god, my head.
Bahamut or Bahamut?
Wait, Talented what's off?
All right, I have next. I have the Platinum Dragon, which I have as Bahamut.
Yeah.
Then I have Dusk, the Shrouded Knight.
Yeah.
Which I think I forgot to spell shrouded, so I spelled it SHRO, a few squiggles, DED.
Yeah, it's pretty much shrouded.
Don't ask me how to spell shrouded. I have no clue.
Enero, Iron Phoenix. I have Lavender, the Lady of the Veil. No, that's for sure Lavender.
Yeah.
I just have the 3. I didn't write anything after that, just the 3.
Yeah.
And then here's the big one. Here's the big hard one, right? King of Heavens.
Yeah.
Zysheel,
yeah.
Whoa! Crazy.
That's pretty good.
Okay, anyways. I guess realistically, Rav, knowing these, would see if maybe in Glassridge, if there is. I feel like Enero or Zysheel are going to be the 2 that are probably going to have priests that are like Healy-esque.
Mm, yeah. Most priests, if they follow a god, no matter what god they follow, they will have divine powers. However, the likelihood that you find a priest super skilled in utilizing those divine powers, you would assume correctly in that they are usually attached to Zyciel, since Zyciel has such a strong presence.
Such a strong guy.
Strong presence.
Yes, I think that's who Rob would aim to look for.
Gotcha. The Six's temple are, Glassridge is big enough where they can make just one temple that has a bunch of spots for each god in it, because Concordis officially recognizes 6 gods. There, if you wanted to attempt, I don't think you really want to or are going to, but if you wanted to, you could try to find niche gods that aren't like recognized, because it's not discouraged, but it is not common practice to follow gods other than the main 6. But yeah. So if you go to Sailor's Haven or the Temple of the Stars, you're going to find followers of the 3, which are the constellation gods. If you're looking for a Zyciel, your best bet is either in Valor Square near the Adventuring Guild, or in the Six's Temple, where it's just a temple that has spots for all 6 gods. If you go towards the Adventuring Guild, that's closer to like the appraisal shop, so if you needed to talk to Virian? Yeah, Virian. If you want to talk to Virian, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The Sixth Temple is really close to the Leodon estate. If that makes a difference.
I guess we should go first over towards the appraisal shop, because I do want to see if Virian maybe has anything that I can sneak back out of Glassridge to Fell. But if not, we're gonna go to the estate.
So you're gonna check out any temple that's by Valor Square with that trip to the appraisal
Yeah,
shop?
because you said that. Oh, fuck! I don't remember what you actually just said. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. There is definitely temples. There is definitely a temple to Zyciel by Valor Square.
Yeah, let's check out there.
All right, yeah. You go in, and it's this very, very like marble, clean building. On the outside, it doesn't really look like a church because it seems to be a like a shop that has been converted into a temple, but it was a big shop, and it was updated with a bunch of marble cut decorations and everything like that. And you see a few people exiting the building, passing you, as they go off towards more into the Heroes Valley and appraisal shop area or whatever. And then you see at the end of the hall the full gala wearing priest has these really intricate robes, this like golden sash, and it's not a crown, because that would be sacrilegious to the High King, but it is like a halo with multiple prongs and really, really fancy looking.
Well, I guess we talk to this guy. Rolf will kind of bring the kids up to him.
Hello, child.
Oh God.
I forgot on my show, which I hated. Religious figures. Do you know how to prevent the finalization of lycanthropy?
What an odd question.
Yes or no?
I have access to divine magics that allow me to prevent a plethora of curses and diseases.
Okay. Cool. Rob will kind of motion, like turn around, start trying to look at the young girl and motion her forward.
Are you saying that this girl is infected with lycanthropy?
I'm saying if you can stop that, you should.
Dearie, what is your name? And is now addressing the child. Angelica. Angelica. You have angel in your name, much like the people that I serve. Tell me, what's going on with you, child? I don't really know. Someone attacked my village and they looked a lot like a wolf. And I got bit. Or scratched, I don't remember. Looks up to you, Rob. This werewolf attack. Has it been reported?
I feel like
the proper authorities?
it's yes. Yeah, it has. Can you do the thing, or is this also
I
a
can.
little investigation you need to hold beforehand?
I am a prevalent figure of the Church of Zyshil. I must do my duty to ask these questions before I am. Are you mocking me?
No,
Look,
no.
I will send over the largest donation or whatever it is you need to just do part of your job right now.
Your donation is much appreciated. Places a hand on the forehead of Angelica, and a shining, blinding light foregoes from the palm. And Angelica kind of screams in terror, considering that she wasn't expecting a fucking flashlight to go off in her eyes, but it does. And then that's it.
Okay.
Nothing really happens afterwards.
Lycanthropy avoided.
Can Rethny check?
Sure. How do you wish to check?
I will sniff.
God damn it. Again?
In front of the priest?
What's more like? It's like Rethny will like suddenly like obviously since she's gonna be like the child screams, she's gonna hold her, basically like be like, oh, it's okay to like calm her down. She's gonna sniff. She's gonna whiff.
Okay, I think
Right, she has allergies.
right.
I do have
The
allergies.
sniffing, I'll let you smell whatever you need to smell. I really want the check you make here to be deception to fool the priest. With advantage because Ravafina says that you have allergies. And this priest is about to get mad bank from the Leodon family.
Yeah, he better not question nothing. Okay.
Unless that donation don't come in, then Priest Boy's gonna have some questions because he
That
recognizes your
child
face.
looks
He's gonna have to
bad
get
from
As soon as
Wyatt,
Rob
by
said
the way.
there will be a big donation, he kind of looked and was
He's
like,
like,
I know who you are.
I know who you are.
Hold on, where's my
the
kid
first
at?
odd request coming in from your family, so...
Okay, I don't have anything for deception, so... Did you say with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. That means I rolled twice, right?
Yeah, take the higher.
Yeah, take the higher.
Rolls a parakeet.
Tom, can I just go ahead and give him like 300 gold?
Yeah?
That's a pretty good little...
Yeah, you give him the money and he sort of palms it, and in fact, when you start taking out your bag, he takes out an empty pouch he keeps under his robe and then just opens it up and like puts it behind him.
It is a 15.
15. He's looking away from it right now because he's trying to pretend to not see the money that's falling into his pouch right now. And then he like sees it out of the corner of his eyes, but he's like, oh, he's just comforting the child that's screaming.
Oh my goodness. And you see Rethny wrap her nose, like, she's like pushing the smell into her nose, like, oh man, these allergies, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, you do not smell any hint of lycanthropy
Anymore?
anymore. I mean, you didn't really
Just
smell
kill
it
him.
before, but yeah, it's not there at all.
All right. Well, thank you for your assistance. Your
Of course, anything I can
priestlyhood.
do for a poor child in need.
You see Rob like kind of like tenses her jaw, you know? Yes. Well, I'm sure if anyone asks me, I'll point them in the direction of this lovely establishment.
Thy
You-
shield blesses you, my child.
Okay.
Okay. All right, kids. We're gonna go to my house. I'll introduce you to some people. We'll get you set up in a nice either. We'll figure it out.
I still can't see. My eyes hurt.
That'll wear off
okay.
hopefully in an
It's
hour or
okay.
two.
30 minutes
Rethne's
tops.
Rethne's gonna pick the
Okay.
girl up and hold her.
Sounds good.
Well, we kind of usher the other kid out. Like she's behind him, kind of like pushing on his shoulders, like walk faster.
Walk
Just
faster.
just walk. Rethne kind of like leans over to Rob. We'll have to come back if we have others, you know.
We don't have others. This is it. The rest can figure it out themselves.
Okay, dude.
So true.
Remember what Mr. Fate just said about us not being here? I know that's not our name. You don't even have
Mr.
to.
Fate. Mr.
Everyone
Worldwide.
else is like basically dead.
I said Mr. Fate.
All of the other people that were okay with Rob's father. So hopefully he has situated them in a
Already
healthy
made
scenario.
large, considerable donations to the same church.
Hey guys, y'all have fun with that. It's time for me to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
God, I am costing this family a fortune depending on how many people I've
Dude,
infected
this was
with
how easy
that.
it could have been for fucking Sharp.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay. Listen, this is how easy it was for Sharp. Sharp decided to take because what with a it was a walk upstairs. That's all Sharp had to take.
Sharp, fucking Urky Waywalker was like, did it work? And Sharp was like, yep, it totally worked. Fully knowing it didn't work. But, you know, whatever.
Whatever. Hindsight's 2020. I could have not murdered that
Hindsight's
town by missing a session.
So true.
Uh,
Gonna be
Oh,
so for real,
God.
probably would have happened anyways.
oh no, it definitely would have. I just
Yeah.
would have had to sit there
Rest
in the
well,
pilot.
Gray. Have a good rest of your night.
Yes.
We'll
Good night,
stop
good night.
session here if Kay does come back in time, and you guys are also wanting to keep doing a session. We can do one. However, just because now there's only 2 people left, I'd say that is where we're going to end this session here.
Alright. I would say I will probably be up to date more. If K allows.
We shall see. We shall see when Kay gets back. But alas, that is the end of this session particularly. Wow.